How you doing?
Yay!
This doesn't sound like much of a How you guys doing? Okay, good things coming, I'll tell you. I want to second the nomination of George-Apel, a person I truly call a friend. Let me thank you, as I always do, for allowing me to serve as mayor. And you have background and experience with George-Apel. Excellent background and experience. Probably the best background and experience the town of Vernon could possibly have. The opportunity that the citizens have in Vernon to elect George-Apel is the pinnacle. He is perfect for the position. It couldn't be any better at this point. Now, when I first was elected, most people would call me a turnaround mayor, a turnaround CEO, coming off of all those things. Remember, Christy said I had enough of this. 4 years, 16 referendums. George was on the board. We were, matter of fact, I think the week before I got elected, we just passed a budget. We were going to 30-day tax warrants. We didn't have the money to pay people to work here. So I was kind of a turnaround CEO. Now, I said 2 years ago, I'm gone. I'm leaving once this is straightened out. The problem is, you got to have somebody who has the competence, who understands the strategy, who can put together a plan and implement the plan, who's patient, has the time to do it, and make sure that all the departments continue to work together. And George is that person. So you should support the nomination of George-Apel. If you want to continue on, as John said, and as Hal said, safer streets. Everybody wants safer streets? Anybody against that? I mean, it's not the council chambers. Come on, it's everybody. You want better schools? How about lower taxes? Yeah. You might get that out of the Republicans. You should confirm the nomination of George-Apel. Once you get to this point, you need a competent planner. You need a person who can put together a strategy. You need to confirm George-Apel. If you want, better schools, because every year since George has been on the board, along with all these excellent Board of Education members, you've had better scores every year. No matter what anybody says, they've had better scores. They have better facilities. Everything's been upgraded. What George has done in the Board of Education by saving money has allowed us to do a lot of things. It's allowed us actually to supplant other monies, to offset debt, and to be able to balance our budget more basically made it a lot easier for me, I think. And George has done an excellent job with the Board of Education putting together committees and the selection process of what I think is an excellent superintendent of schools. So you should confirm the nomination of George-Apel. If you want to lower taxes and control spending, and because it's important to you, you need to confirm the nomination of somebody who understands about that some of these labor contracts are really pretty rich, and everybody wants to give everybody what they want, but sometimes we need to look at it and we need to ferret out the things that might be wasteful. We want to pay fair wages for fair work, for good work, and we want to pay fair benefits for good work, but you got to go through those contracts. George has gone through them on the board side. He and I have coordinated them. He's coordinated them with me on the town side. And we've done just about 16, 17 contracts together collectively. And there's not a day that he doesn't come up with an idea that doesn't affect the employee, but helps the taxpayer. You have a person, if you want somebody who's going to keep a watchful eye on every dollar that rolls through this municipality and goes out to pay someone, you want to confirm George-Apel. If you want to keep an eye towards reducing taxes, continue to lower the tax rate. If you want to keep the same level of services, okay, you want to confirm the nomination of George-Apel. If you want to, these guys in the Board of Ed are great because, look, every year they come in with practically a lower budget, and not because they cut a service, not because they've wasted any money, but because they've renegotiated things. The cooperation between the town and the board have been in large part because of George, along with the chairperson, the other members on the Board of Education, along with the town council. Hey, look, nobody's going to get along all the time, but the idea is to have a discussion, won another 4 years ago, or 5 years ago, I should say. That didn't happen. The mayor's office and the Board of Education never talked. The superintendent and the mayor's office never talked. In some part, I don't know if it was our board, or if it was the prior board members, or if it was the town council, or if it was just the mayor's office and, you know, the administration and that department. That really didn't happen anymore, because the major concern between George, the chairman of the Board of Education, the members of the Board of Education, and the town council is to deliver the services, deliver the best possible services that can be delivered at the best possible price without impacting anyone. Increasing your property values, lowering your taxes, and controlling spending. That's why you need to confirm the nomination of George-Apel. I mean, his record on the board, it's just unbelievable. Confirm the nomination and elect George-Apel as your CEO. He can handle it. He can handle it. You need intellectual performance in the office of the mayor. George-Apel has the ability to handle that intellectual performance. He really does. Folks, there's someone out there that's going to run for mayor from the Democratic side. She doesn't have the capabilities that he does. George isn't great at patting himself on the back, and I'm hoping that I'm doing it. He has the background and experience to move Vernon forward. Confirm the nomination of George-Apel.